You know, we all do it, constantly. You find something you want online, you type in your card details, and you click pay. But have you ever stopped to think about what really happens in those few seconds between your click and that awesome payment successful message? Well, in this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain on the secret journey of your online payment.
It feels like magic, right? Instantaneous. But behind that one simple click, there's this incredibly complex, high-speed security check going on. And its whole job is to do just one thing: make absolutely sure that you are really you. It's like a digital relay race against fraud, and it all happens in the blink of an eye.
And this is where it all begins for us, the checkout screen. It's the most familiar part of the whole journey. That one little click is basically the starting gun for a whole chain of events that happen completely out of sight. So, the moment you click pay, your payment information doesn't just go straight to your bank. Oh no. First, it hits something called a payment gateway. You can think of it as the first checkpoint in this race. And at the exact same time, a powerful security framework kicks in to watch over the entire process. Now, this payment gateway isn't just some simple messenger. It's a really smart digital hub. Its job is to securely grab your payment data, encrypt it so it's all scrambled and safe, and then send it to exactly the right place for authorization. It's kind of like the air traffic controller of the payment world. So this invisible shield that's protecting your data, it's all built on something called EMV standards. Now, you probably know EMV from that little chip on your physical credit card, right? The one that creates a unique code every time you tap or dip your card in person. Well, in the online world, it does something pretty similar. It creates a super secure set of rules that everyone involved in the transaction has to follow. And this is the million-dollar question, isn't it? I mean, a fraudster could have your card number, so just having those details isn't really enough proof. The system needs a way to check that it's the right person making the purchase, not just the right card. And how does it do that without slowing everything down to a crawl? Okay, so let me introduce you to the hero of our story, the Access Control Server, or ACS for short. This thing is the real brain of the operation. The ACS works for your bank, and it gets all the transaction data. Then, using a ton of information, like what device you're on, your location, how much you're spending, even your buying history, it does an instant risk assessment. And based on that split-second analysis, the ACS directs your transaction down one of two paths. One of them is completely invisible to you, and the other one, well, the other one needs your help. So it's like a fork in the road. If the ACS looks at everything and thinks, yep, this looks totally normal, a typical purchase from a device you always use, it chooses the frictionless flow, and the payment gets approved instantly. But if something seems just a little bit off, it triggers step-up authentication for an extra layer of security. Most of the time, your online shopping is going to go through this frictionless flow. It's security that is so good, you don't even know it's there. The ACS is confident it's you, so it just gives the green light without bothering you, perfectly balancing speed with safety. But what if you're using a new computer, or maybe you're buying something way more expensive than usual? That's when the ACS calls on you to prove you're really you. This is step-up authentication, and you've definitely seen this before. It's that one-time password that gets texted to your phone, or that little notification asking you to approve the payment in your banking app. It's an active shield, and you're the one who gets to wield it. And you know what? It doesn't matter which path your transaction took, the invisible, frictionless one or the active step-up one, the end result is exactly the same. A secure, authenticated purchase. The payment is confirmed, and your order is on its way. So why does all this hidden stuff matter to you? Well, this whole process is a form of strong customer authentication, which is just a security standard that makes your payments way safer. It all happens with real-time decisioning, using data to make instant choices that keep things fast. And here's a crucial one: it creates a liability shift. Once you're authenticated, if some kind of fraud still happens, the financial responsibility often shifts away from the online store and onto the bank. This gives businesses the confidence they need to sell online. And it's all built on that EMV compliance we talked about, creating a global security standard for everybody. When you really boil it all down, every single step in this complex little journey is designed to hit this very delicate balance. You need to trust that your data is safe. The merchant needs the transaction to be super fast so you don't get frustrated and leave. And of course, the bank needs top-notch security to stop fraud. This whole system is the engine that makes all three of those things possible. And that leaves us with a really fascinating question to think about. As these security checks get even better, even more invisible,
our role in proving who we are might actually get smaller and smaller. So, what does trust even mean in a future where our security is handed for us, silently, in the background? Definitely something to chew on.